jealousy that is permeating throughout this entire league toward Caitlin Clark is nasty work. Paige Bueckers live on Sue Bird's podcast, and you can see it on her face during the pregame telecast, the disgust and the sickness she has when it comes to Caitlin Clark. It must be studied. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the hell happened to you? Caitlin Clark.
Breaking, Wnba erupts as Angel Reese gets exposed live on TV. This. https://youtube.be/jewispdf0?si $6GZZ.8KNYO9. For months, the sports media and many people around the WNBA kept telling fans the same story. They said the hard fouls, rough treatment, and disrespect toward Caitlin Clark were just part of the game. According to them, everything was normal and there was nothing to worry about. But the truth could not stay hidden forever. Then everything changed. Social media exploded after Paige Bueckers, one of the biggest stars in women's basketball, appeared to admit that jealousy existed. That shocking moment sparked a huge debate across the basketball world. While everyone argued online and on TV, Caitlin Clark stayed silent. She didn't post on social media or respond to the criticism. Instead, she let her game do the talking. At All-Star Weekend, Clark took over the spotlight with fearless, dominant play that made her the center of attention and a leading MVP candidate. As fans focused on her incredible performance, Angel Reese faced growing pressure under the brightest spotlight of the season. In one unforgettable weekend, emotions that had been hidden for months were suddenly out in the open, and it became almost impossible for anyone to deny what fans had been seeing all along.
You be watching like Law and Order, and they got evidence in different cases they got to lay out on the table. Don't go nowhere. We got a bunch of little evidence here, okay? Look at this. I see a lot of Paige Bueckers fans talk about how she can't stand Caitlin Clark. This might help y'all understand why. Jealousy and envy, not easy emotions to deal with. Take a listen at what Paige Bueckers had to say here.
And then it just felt like women's basketball just took the world by storm, and rightfully so. So I'm not, and I felt bad because I felt like jealous in a way, and I felt like envious, and I've never been that type of person.
I felt jealous and I felt envious. Now, when she talks about women's basketball taking over, who is she talking about? Caitlin.
To understand why some league leaders and insiders seemed nervous, you have to look beyond the basketball court. For years, many of these players had always been the biggest stars. They were used to getting the most attention, leading their teams, and being the faces of the game. Then Caitlin Clark arrived from Iowa and changed everything almost overnight. Arenas started selling out, TV ratings jumped, merchandise sales exploded, and the league gained more attention than ever before. But instead of the spotlight staying on the league's longtime stars, most fans were focused on Clark. During a widely discussed interview, Paige Bueckers spoke about jealousy and envy while talking about the attention Clark receives. She later tried to shift the conversation to pay and support for women's sports, but many fans believed her comments only proved how impossible it had become to ignore Clark's huge impact on the league. To many viewers, this wasn't just an awkward interview, it sounded like confirmation that Clark's success had changed the WNBA in a way no one could ignore.
There's more money. Women should have more money because they have period cramps. They need to give birth.
Because she's got multiple messages to send to people. One of them is not to be believed. You're going to hear this and you're going to be like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You think because of this you deserve more money and more accolades and more? Nah. But yet all we hear from the players in this league is we want to be treated like a man, so much that it seems like 70% of the league acts like they're men. Lord knows they're trying to let biological men into the league. And we got Paige Bueckers admitting that she's jealous. She's envious of the popularity that Caitlin Clark's got. I mean, yeah, I guess give her credit for two things. Actually admitting it, and the second thing being actually not trying to beat the crap out of Caitlin Clark. I mean, we can't say this. I've never heard Paige Bueckers say anything, technically speaking, that's venomous, I don't think, towards Caitlin Clark. I don't remember anything.
Paige Bueckers is an incredible basketball player, and there's no doubt about her talent. But when Caitlin Clark faced constant criticism from the media, clear frustration from some opponents, and people trying to downplay her impact, she answered in the strongest way possible by dominating on the court. Before the WNBA All-Star Weekend, many expected the event to celebrate the league's veteran stars. It was supposed to be their moment to shine. Instead, Clark completely changed the story. From the moment she stepped onto the court, she played with confidence, intensity, and purpose. Every deep three-pointer silenced more critics. Every brilliant pass showed why her basketball IQ is special. She saw plays before they happened, fooled defenders with her vision, and created easy scoring chances for her teammates. The more pressure she faced, the better she played. Rather than arguing with critics or responding on social media, Clark let her performance speak for itself, making it impossible for anyone to ignore her impact.
Type of person where I don't want other people to succeed. Like, I want everyone around me to succeed, like, more than I want myself to succeed. Like, I just want great for people. I want, like, I've always thought, like, showing light on others doesn't diminish your own. Like, I feel like iron sharpens iron, and I just feel like really happy for people who are succeeding, because I know how hard it is to be at this level and how much work it takes and how much resilience and dedication and sacrifice.
So she admitted that the women's basketball took over. We already know why. It's not because of nobody in the WNBA that was already there. This is in college. This is in college. When Caitlin Clark took over, she felt jealous. Now, take a look at this. Paige Bueckers was pissed while Caitlin Clark was talking about her signature shoes. Now, take a look at Paige Bueckers' face while Caitlin Clark is talking about her signature shoes.
Caitlin, I'm curious, did you hook up any teammates or anybody with the shoe? Or, I mean,
Courtney Williams is rocking them tonight, which, like, I've had multiple people ask for them. I only have size 9 right now.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
So they're actually playing in my samples.
Look at her face. She don't want nothing to do with it. She don't want nothing to do with this. She don't want to hear about no damn Caitlin Clark shoes. She's been jealous of this girl since college.
Size 2. So both have them on. Both have them on. So yeah, this is a pretty fun pair. You're looking at. I think it's like Valentine's Day edition. You got the charm on there, but I was gonna wear some all white ones. I'm like, that's not fun enough. We got to break out some.
Look at Paige Bueckers' face. She's still jealous.
Some fire.
So cute with the color. The ombre matches the jersey. You mentioned teammates, right? You both have teammates you're participating with. What have you loved?
Now, watch this. You gotta pay attention to the signs, man. The signs be right there in your face. The sign.
Caitlin Clark played with so much confidence that she became the center of attention the entire night. Even other All-Stars seemed to fade into the background as fans, cameras, and commentators focused on her every move. By the end of the game, it was clear who had created the biggest buzz of All-Star Weekend. For her critics, it was the result they didn't want to see. After months of trying to downplay her impact, Clark once again became the biggest story in the league. She didn't just play well, she proved that criticism, hard fouls, and outside pressure could not stop her talent. But the biggest surprise came from the comparison everyone noticed. While Clark was putting on an exciting performance and building her growing legacy, Angel Reese had a much tougher night. As many fans watched the two stars side by side, Reese struggled to finish easy shots around the basket, creating a sharp contrast that quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the weekend.
Keep it real. Casual sports fans, we don't want to hear that crap. I mean, we just don't. We don't want to hear it. We want to watch you play as an athlete. We don't want to hear about your once a month situation. Sorry, we don't want to hear about it. Oh, and they wonder why the league didn't grow forever. This league is never about basketball. The story is never about basketball. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Paige Bueckers on being jealous of Cece.
And then it just felt like women's basketball just took the world by storm, and rightfully so. So I'm not, and I felt bad because I felt like jealous in a way, and I felt like envious, and I've never been that type of person where I don't want other people to succeed. Like, I want everyone around me to succeed, like, more than I want myself to succeed. Like, I just want great for people. I want, like, I've always thought, like, showing light on others doesn't diminish your own. Like, I feel like iron sharpens iron, and I just feel like really happy for people who are succeeding, because I know how hard it is to be at this level and how much work it takes and how much resilience and dedication and sacrifice.
I mean, yeah, it's It's wild. The jealousy is from the top down. The WNBA hates Clark. They can't stand that it took a white, straight female to make the league known. They hate it. Darnell, they hate it. Yeah, they're livid about it. When your lifeblood of your league, in your opinion, is your activism and your sexual preference and your skin color.
The difference between the two performances was hard to ignore. As Caitlin Clark made big plays, the crowd cheered louder with every possession. Fans reacted to her deep shots, smart passes, and confidence on the court. At the same time, Angel Reese struggled to finish easy chances near the basket, and every missed shot drew more attention from viewers comparing the two stars. For Clark supporters, it felt like the perfect response after months of criticism, hard fouls, and constant attempts to downplay her impact. On the biggest stage, there was no way to ignore what everyone could see. While many had promoted the season as a close rivalry, the game told a different story. Critics who had questioned Clark's success suddenly had fewer arguments. Paige Bueckers' comments about jealousy had already fueled debate. Reese was facing criticism for her performance, and Clark remained the biggest story of the weekend. Instead of asking for the spotlight, she earned it with her play, proving once again why she had become the face of the league's biggest conversations.
The energy done got real weird around here, and I don't understand why. Well, I guess I do understand why you admitted to being jealous. Take a look at this. Paige admitting her jealousy and envy for Caitlin is exactly what we've been telling y'all. There's nothing wrong with jealousy, but when you turn it into bitterness and hatred, then it becomes a problem. I'm glad she could be open about it because we know most of the players feel that way. That's a fact. That's a fact. We know most of the players feel that way. And then there are the players who take it out on her, whether it's on the court or on threads. And then they throw in the racism angle because it's easy to do because she's white girl from Iowa. I agree. If you think that Paige is the only one that said it out loud, don't get it confused. Paige is just the one to say it out loud that she was jealous of Caitlin Clark. That she is envious. She couldn't even cover it up on her face during that pregame stuff. She couldn't cover it up. Take a look at this. Accepting and acknowledging those feelings is what stops it from becoming bitterness and hatred. World would be so much better if others followed her example. I mean, wow, considering Paige gets to be beloved while CC every move is demonized. Careful about envy. Even the people are saying that she looked so bored and awkward in the interview yesterday. That is a fact. Paige Bueckers came out and admitted that she was jealous. Take a look at these comments. Should I say at least Paige has the decency to admit it? The rest of them straight up haters with no guts to admit it. Wow. She's brave for admitting it, and I hope she learns to let it go before it takes root any deeper. Once it becomes almost impossible to think clearly. It's just look at what jealousy and envy have done to some other players. A bitter heart is like flesh-eating bacteria. Paige Bueckers came out and admitted that she was jealous and envious of Caitlin Clark. And you could see it on her face in the pregame media stuff that they did together. You could see it. Why was it so awkward? Why was she just staring off into space? Why was she? When that hatred, when that envy, that jealousy isn't getting your heart, it could be hard to shake. Now, in respect to her.
Now it's your turn. This story has sparked a huge debate, and fans are still talking about it. Were you surprised by Paige Bueckers' comments about jealousy? What did you think about Caitlin Clark's performance compared to the players many see as her biggest rivals? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates. We'll keep bringing you the biggest stories, hottest debates, and everything happening around Caitlin Clark and the WNBA.